Let's talk about what actually happened in the Livonia real estate market in 25 and a little bit about what's to come heading into 2026. Because if you live here or you're thinking about buying or selling, the national headlines were nothing short of confusing last year. Prices are up. Homes are selling fast, but buyers feel cautious, and sellers aren't always sure what to do next. Today, I'm going to break down what 2025 actually looked like in Livonia and how that is going to directly shape what we're looking at moving into 2026. And stick with me, because the biggest takeaway isn't prices, it's all about strategy. Let's kick this off with what everyone cares about first and foremost, prices. In 2025, Livonia values stayed strong. We saw roughly a 4% year-over-year increase, with the median sale price lurching up to $310,000. We also saw something else that matters more than people realize. We had more sales for over $500,000 than ever before, and a new record sale of over $800,000, which, I might add, was brokered by yours truly. This tells us something really important. Demand did not disappear. It just became a little bit more selective, a little bit more educated. And this theme shows up everywhere in the market. Homes in Livonia continued to sell quickly. The average days on market was under 2 weeks, and many homes sold just in a day or two. Now, the total amount of homes sold did dip a little bit compared to the year before, but that does not mean the buyers disappeared. It just meant that they were laser focused. Well-priced, well-presented homes still attracted strong interest and aggressive offers. Homes that missed the mark, on the other hand, they didn't sell immediately. And that's where Livonia continues to behave a little bit differently than a lot of other markets. Now let's talk affordability. Compared to many other parts of Metro Detroit, and certainly the nation, Livonia has held on to something rare. We're talking about relative affordability without compromise in quality. Strong neighborhoods, strong schools, strong amenities. That balance is a big reason why the Livonia market stayed steady while others felt a lot more volatile. And that's the perfect bridge into what to expect for 2026. The lessons learned from 2025 is Livonia didn't overheat. We didn't even come close to a crash. It stayed balanced. And when the market behaves like that, the future tends to be about strategy, not timing. So on top of everyone's mind, what's going to happen with prices in 2026? I expect stable growth, not terribly different than we saw in 25. No big spikes either way. Now, why is that? Well, inventory is still limited and demand is still there. And buyers are continuing to look for homes that are well-maintained, priced right, and located in strong neighborhoods. Prices are holding, especially in neighborhoods that check all the right boxes. And that's just the reality, folks. I expect 2026 to look very similar to 2025, but with an even clearer split. Homes that are updated, clean, priced correctly will continue to sell and attract strong offers. Homes that have a lot of deferred maintenance or unrealistic pricing, well, they're going to sit a little bit. And this is important because investors are far more selective right now, and that means condition matters even more than it did in years in the past. In 2026, we have informed buyers that are going to be highly intentional. As interest rates fluctuate, we're going to see a lot of activity spike when they dip and slow when they level out. But here's the part people need to hear. You cannot time the market perfectly. No one ever has. If you're looking for a home for your family, it's always better to be buying than renting long-term. The key is to be buying smart and not just endlessly waiting for some unicorn. So now what do I mean by buying smart? I mean being intentional. I mean, if you're buying with a partner, you sit down and you decide what truly is important and what's not important. And then we get hyper-focused on finding the home that checks the most possible boxes for you because prices aren't going down. So the longer you wait, the more it's going to cost. And that's just the facts. Now for sellers in 2026, it's all about preparation. Homes that are professionally marketed, and I mean photos, video, social media, YouTube. These homes have to be showing up everywhere and they have to be showing up the right way in the buyer's eye. Homes that are priced correctly, clean, organized, well-maintained, that's what's going to continue to sell and sell well. Homes that skip these steps, well, I'm afraid they're going to be chasing the market in the wrong direction. Buyers are rewarding sellers that are making smart decisions to strategically position their homes in the correct market segment. So what does all of this mean? 2026 is shaping up to be a balanced but still competitive market. Not chaotic, not slow, but strategic. And having the right plan matters now more than it has in a very long time. If you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing, or you just want to understand how these trends could affect your situation better, feel free to reach out. 734-637-7120. Call, text, you name it, I'm here for you. And of course, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can get more great Livonia real estate updates like this throughout the year.